Because like Charles Barkley's always in the news, right? He's always doing. He's
he got
topical.
booed somewhere. Yeah,
I did not.
Booed.
I didn't see that.
Somebody's concert.
Did he really?
Yeah, he got booed at somebody's concert.
And right there, it's easy. Like, don't boo me, knucklehead. You know, it's easy because you can turn something in. Last year, Western Conference semifinals, I think it was. Draymond Green on the Golden State Warriors, one of those guys. If you love the team, he's your guy. He's your Dennis Rodman. If you hate him, he's your Dennis Rodman, right? I can't stand this guy. He's a cheater. But Charles Barkley, his reaction to him was, in honesty and truth, he goes on TV, and I talk about this in my act. He's like, I want to punch Draymond Green in the face. And that's like, I'd never heard an announcer do something like that. That sounds like an Italian announcer, right? Hey, I want to punch this guy in the face.
That was great.
So he says that, but then he apologizes later, you know, and I believe they made him apologize and said this is going to become something big if you don't. But he found a way to apologize because he's always truthful and honest. He found a way to apologize that he could stay true to himself. And he basically went on TV and said, I apologize for recognizing that Draymond Green has such a punchable face, which is not an apology, but it's brilliant because it sounds kind of like an apology and it gets you out of it. But he stayed true to him and it's basically a cheat code in a video game, right? Other people lose their jobs. He just got 20 extra lives. But he set himself up. Barkley set himself up years ago as as an entity. When he was playing basketball, he went out and said, I am not a role model. Then he constantly went out there and proved it. And now he has a persona. He gets to be that guy. And now you're set because you have your point of view and people, well, that's Charles being Charles, or he's going to be honest. And it works. And a lot of what I've set up in my stage presence over the years is, well, I'm going to put on a show for you. And guys like you go up there, and some of the people that I look to now and go, how do they do that? You go out there and find a way to have yourself go straight to the audience. And that's a key thing because you can always be, you might ramp something up to be more for television or a movie or something like that.
It's not going to work.
Yeah, but you might do it, but it's still you.
When you come here, the first thing they say to you is write jokes based on your sitcom.
Right.
So you could paint a picture for the agents and the casting people and the producers and the writers. I saw 20 comics that destroyed their career by doing that in 98 to 2001. 2002, they were giving away those $500,000 deals.
Right.
So people went from going up there and saying, I want to run over a black guy in a car today, to going up there and talking about, for starters, my little girl, I picked her up at school today, and I saw it. And I saw it. I saw the transformation of a lot of comics. In other words, selling out.
Right.
Selling out, and then when they didn't get nowhere with it, they couldn't make a comeback.
Yeah.
They couldn't come back. I started as a one-liner guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine
I'm a Rodney Dangerfield guy.
Really?
It's not going to be a bit. I'm not a writer. I'm not intelligent like you guys. It's not going to be nothing. And then I heard a dear friend of mine did a Showtime show. And before he came on the show, I had to go to the bathroom and take a shit. And I'm in the bathroom taking a shit, listening to him on Showtime doing one-liners.
Right.
And I go, that's why nobody hires me.
Right.
This is why I'm not this and this. I got to go up there and start telling stories.
And if you can come from truth.
That's it. They want the truth.
Because people, I don't know how people
they smell
do it. Yes.
They smell weakness. They smell a lie. You have to commit to it. It's like an R-rated joke when you're into comedy 3 years. Like when I was doing comedy 6 years, I came up with this joke, and I could not sell the joke, even though it made me laugh high and unhigh. I would giggle on stage when I said it. Nobody else would laugh. I brought the joke back 13 years later. It destroyed because I wasn't ready for that joke at that time. I wasn't presenting it right. It's a dish with, it's like what you're saying with your impersonations. Sometimes you would just go up there with a dish with a steak on it.
Right.
It's a great steak.
Right.
It's a great steak. I love it. What if you put little mashed potatoes on the side, 3 flowers, 4 orange slices, raspberry? It's a presentation.
Yes.
It's a presentation.
If they know who you are and where you're coming from, they're coming.
They're coming. They're coming. If it's 2 in the afternoon and you ain't high, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. I want you around me like I want cancer in my ball sack. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come around here looking at me with your fucking wide eyes, thinking that I'm gonna reform. Go fuck yourself. My morning starts at 5:30 a.m. Either you're there or you're square. You know what I'm saying?